Facebook page and the Twitch page. And the
fucking
Twitch
awesome.
page.
Do you want my YouTube link to do it, or you want to just do it right through Asgard?
We're going to do it right through Asgard on the Asgard Facebook page, and then it'll be on my YouTube page. Or no. It'll be on the Asgard Facebook and my Twitch channel. Okay.
So everybody, welcome to Mayhem's Three Amigos, where we are still down Heath. I understand that he is currently recovering from a chronic masturbation problem. We wish him well, and we hope he's doing good, and we can't wait for him to get back.
Needs to get one of them squish balls.
He does, man.
That way,
he really does.
That way, you know, you're working on your grip and you don't cramp up.
Yeah, right? All right, so I'm going to try this, but I'm going to bet you. All right, I got to show you guys this. Like, all right. I was kind of bragging the other day that at work I got like this big safety award a couple weeks back. Yeah, I know, me of all people, right? But I got the award for being a good driver. So check this out. This is what I got for the award.
Oh, nice.
Nice Fossil watch, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Fossil watches are my absolute favorite. I love a Fossil watch.
Same here.
So I wanted to... Holy crap. Look at how loose that is,
though. I used to love Fossil watches, but then I started buying like really expensive watches, and I don't know if I could ever go back to a Fossil.
Really?
All right. Now I got to figure out how to make this. All right. Just like that. That camera. All right. Now let me see if I can't funk with my virtual background. Got it. Let's try it. I don't need.
I'm going to go ahead and set this finally. All right. Now I just got to get it over to a jeweler to take a couple of links out of it. And when I'm off of work, this is actually going to become the watch I start wearing when I'm off work. Unless I'm spending the day on the bike, and then I'm going to wear my regular watch, you know.
Right.
But this is a really nice watch. I've always had a love for the Fossil watch. I mean, my regular one with the leather band is a Fossil watch.
Right on.
I don't know what it is, but it's wank and crank syndrome. That's not a bad one, Adam. But the Fossil watches are always the ones that I really like, you know, and that's kind of where I stay. Couple of events going on in Illinois today that are drawing some attention, so I don't know how much of our Illinois fan base we're going to have. I hope we have some of them, but if we don't, I get it. Thank you to the Asgard listeners on AsgardRadio.com, where the gods go to rock.
I'm having issues. We'll have to do it like that now. I gotta come over here.
You know, I should probably send a personal link to Roy, because you know Roy, he's really grouchy and old. And I think old's in there somewhere too. And if he doesn't get it personalized, boy, he's just upset.
Oop. Oh, shit. Okay. Now we got to take that out of there. Then we got to go over here. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. I'm doing way too much at once, actually, trying to get set up here.
Don't worry, man. The studio is in construction right now. And here soon, I'm going to be able to take a lot of that off of you. Yeah, I think he's old and grouchy too, Adam. I think he might be right there.
All right. Now, we got the station playing.
Cool. Fuck cancer.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. And, you know, I've actually had a couple of people that have been offended by this.
Really? They like cancer?
It insinuates the word fuck, and they don't like the word fuck. I say, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
You know what I would do instead? I'd go, okay, yeah, I see kind of your problem there, and I would go
Right.
get one custom made that said fornicate cancer.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you're still saying it. It's just a little more PC, right?
Yeah. All right.
But that's
now,
yeah, I love that fuck cancer, and they're offended by fuck. Okay, how about fornicate cancer? Does that work for you?
that works too.
Yeah, right. So, man, an eventful week in Texas this week.
All right, hold on one moment here.
As we get started on Asgard. Yeah, Julie, drive up to Rhinelander and go bang on Roy's door and tell him that he's lazy. And that I said so.
What the fuck's going on here?
What do you mean what's going on? What did you do?
I don't know. It's making me log into my Facebook. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Well, at least it's not making you log into your fuck book.
Ooh.
I would be almost terrified to see the various different fetishes that you have on your fuck book.
Fuck.
I really hope there's not a rock guitar fetish on there.
No, none of that.
Okay. You know what? Here's one of the fetishes that's out there that I still have yet to get an understanding of. And it's like the urination fetish. I don't understand where people want to be peed on. I mean, I usually pee on people I don't like as a way to show them disrespect.
Oh, I fucking hate Facebook. It's stupid.
Haven't we been saying that for years? God, we've been saying that for years, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the old Mayhem phrase, you know, back when we were starting the show with the Miami Vice theme. Remember that?
Oh, shit, yeah.
I mean, let's go back here. Back when we were even starting it with that, we were like, fuck Facebook. I mean, that was a lot of fun, though. God, I miss those days. When it was you and me, and we would do the show, and we just talk about whatever, and we didn't care. And we started with the Miami Vice theme, and I'm like, dude, one of these days we're going to get busted. And you're like, fuck it, dude. We'll tell them that we got it from cancer.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully this will work.
And the conversation would be anywhere from the decreased readiness of the military to 23rd in California and Chicago.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm being sincere. What happened?
It's not letting me log into Facebook.
Seriously?
Oh my goodness, I am gonna smash this computer.
Well, if you're going to pee on it, unplug it first.
Why would I do that?
Unplugging it first? Well, I mean, that could be a shocking experience if you don't.
Okay. Now. Okay, now. Facebook. We don't want it on my page.
Want it on the Asgard page.
Yes. Oh,
Welcome to
okay.
Mayhem's technical difficulties.
No. We're already okay. Sweet.
All right.
Oh shit! I probably should have hit the Streamlabs over here first.
That could come in handy. Yeah, maybe we'll just rename the show Mayhem's Technical Difficulties.
We could do that.
We'll figure it out. Oh man. Mayhem's technical cancer.
Whoa, hold on. We're doing way too much at once now. Shit, I gotta come over here. Hold on, everyone. We are fucking up big time.
How's it going, Asgardians?
Yeah, that's right. Now you're hearing the whole Chronic Chris thing going on over there. Hey, there's TJ.
Welcome.
All right, we are working tonight. We're working our fucking asses off, trying to get a show going.
Welcome to Mayhem's Three Amigos.
So, with that being said, how the hell is everyone tonight? We're trying to get things all configured here, but we are live and we are kicking it. We're going to play some music on Asgard. All you people on AsgardRadio.com, we're live on the Mayhem page on Facebook. We're live on the Asgard Facebook page. We're live on the Chronic Chris Twitch channel. We're going to keep some music going here on Asgard while we bullshit on the feeds and just hang out and do our thing. So, yeah, kicking it off, you know.
Be fully prepared because we're going to... Be fully prepared tonight, everybody, because I think conversation is going to go anywhere from the wildfires that happened down here in Texas this week to why cancer sucks to God knows where we're going to go tonight. But I know we're going to have fun.
Oh, and also, yours truly, good old Chronic Chris here. I got this stuff called Moon Rocks, which is the most potent pot in the world. We gonna
Dude, you bought Moon Rocks? You seriously bought that?
Fuck
I
yeah,
thought you were just showing me a picture from the
turn that shit up.
I thought you were just showing me a picture from the dispensary. You actually bought that shit.
No, I got that shit.
Good God. I mean, you're not going to be drooling on yourself halfway through the show, are you? I mean, you are the most capable pot smoker. You are the most capable pot smoker that I have ever known in my life. But this one's got me a little nervous with you.
Stay tuned.
I mean, it really does.
You'll find out. Chronic Chris is yet to tap out or drool on himself. So we're going to get the music going here on Asgard and get it going over here on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and wherever the fuck else you can find a couple idiots shooting a video. Here it is.
Chronic Chris actually has drooled on himself, but you really needed to see that stripper line because I was almost there too.
Okay, now I got to turn this back up just. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. My son is already yelling at Fortnite tonight.
Okay, cool. And we're coming in clear through Asgard, too.
Yeah! Gotta love it. So you guys get the kind of the behind the scenes of how it works. So check this out, man. Like Thursday night.
Hold on. You want behind the scenes?
Uh-oh.
Stretch, little wire, stretch.
That looks like the most giant cable cluster fornication that I have ever seen. What is that? Is that a cherry Coke?
You see? That is.
Did I see a cherry Coke on your desk?
Yes, you did.
You need to put some alcohol in that. Oh, wait a minute. No, I should not encourage this because every time you get to alcohol and we get to fucking around,
I was just
then your wife
really want to encourage this.
Say your wife gets mad at me, and all I did was say take a drink, and then the next thing I know, your wife is calling me, and then she's calling me everything but a white man because I encouraged you to have one drink. And I love your wife; she's a good person, but for crying out loud, oh shit! I'm getting that call tomorrow before church. Here it comes. That's the warning sign.
Whew.
That is the warning order right there,
All
ladies
right,
and gentlemen.
we're about to have some fun. What
So anyway,
call the Muppet Show.
Thursday night, man, down here. I didn't get a chance to tell you about this yesterday when I was on the way back from Houston. I'm in bed, I'm asleep, right? And my uncle comes over and he knocks on the door here on the coach and gets my son up. And my son goes and answers the door and goes, yeah, what's going on? And John goes, come here, I want you to look at something, and brought him outside and said, if that turns and starts coming this way, get your dad out of bed and get to the house immediately. We had a wildfire start on Pack Saddle Mountain. We had a wildfire start on Pack Saddle Mountain, which is literally about 7 miles, about 14 miles away from me. Okay? What I heard yesterday morning on the way into work was it was already up to 500 acres. They do have it out now. It's done. And as of today, it was over 700 acres that we lost to that wildfire.
Holy shit.
So we had a little bit, and here's the bad side is I slept through the whole thing. Dude, if I was awake.
Damn, I would, nope.
If I was awake, I would have been up there trying to roast hot dogs.
Right?
Yeah, or make s'mores or something like, hey, I got a free fire. Nobody wakes me up for the fire. They all make me sleep. Fuckers. But yeah, over 700 acres is what we lost.
Stick, because ladies and gentlemen, got some Psycho Stick playing on Asgard because I have the tickets for Full Terror Assault ordered.
Yeah!
I am going to be there for 4 days. And apparently there's videos on YouTube of the previous year's Gravy Chug.
Gravy Chug?
And it's not.
Wait a minute, rewind
like
a minute
think.
here. Great. Like gravy, like in a gravy boat, Thanksgiving gravy?
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes and gravy?
Yeah.
And they're chugging gravy.
Yeah, they're chugging gravy, but it's canned gravy.
Oh!
White gravy or brown gravy?
Brown gravy in a can.
Gross! Dude, no! All right, look, like if it was my grandma's gravy that she made from scratch, I'd chug that. But what? Ugh!
Well, when I talked to my buddy earlier, I told him, I'm getting to be very well known at KFC down here as the gravy guy. Too large, right? Yep. But apparently, training at KFC ain't worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to train.
Their gravy actually is chuggable.
Yeah, you'll have to train at like Walmart discount aisle. God.
Fucking food pantry gravy.
Yeah, I know, right? Ugh.
Not to dog anyone that gets shit from the food pantry. We've all been there, but some of that stuff, I don't know how they can even give it away.
Dude, Julie just said in the chat room that all she saw behind you was the ringtail, and she thought you had a raccoon.
Oh, yeah. That's my kitty, Bunny.
Bunny?
I got this. Yep. Her name is Bunny because I got her within a week after Hugh Hefner died.
You know what? Speaking
I was
of...
kind of tore up. I was kind of tore up about the Hef dying.
You know what? Speaking of, I'm glad you bring that up because the girl I'm talking to that I kind of hope it turns into a full-blown relationship. I really hope this turns into a full-blown relationship. Because we get along so great. This girl is like the first girl since I got my divorce that has actually got that evil, dirty, horrible M word to creep into my brain and try to rest there.
Wait, what word?
That one that starts with an M that I hate.
Moist.
No, I love that one. That's one of my favorite words. No, I'm talking about the other one. It's M-A-R, you know, that one.
Oh, marriage.
Blech.
Funeral.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about what it stands up for, is funeral. But no, man, like, we get along so well, dude, and we have such this awesome chemistry, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this one could really make it. Beyond the point. I mean, let's get out of that. You know, we have an amazing chemistry. We get along great. But we were talking the other day, and all of our kids were around us, and she reminded me that my children and her children are actually going to have to pick our nursing homes. And I looked up and I went, oh, God, no. So I look at Riley and I said, hey, the nursing home you're going to put me in, that's the one that the former Playboy bunnies are all the nurses, and that's where you're going to put me, right? He goes, no. No. What nursing home are you going to put me in? He goes, I'm going to put you in a crappy one in Illinois. You know, when he told me that, I should have grounded him. Yeah, you're right, Adam. Why go to that evil word until I have to? That word is so horrible. You know what? Any other time any girl has ever brought up that word to me, I automatically turned into a pirate, and I'm going, oh, my lord, it shriveled me testes. You know what I mean, Chris?
Yeah. Hold on. Hanging out Saturday night Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem's Three Amigos. I'm not gonna.
We're down to two. I'll tell you what. As much as I love my brother Heath, if you don't get your shit together, we may be taking applications for the third.
Yeah, we might have to. But dude, I'm telling you what. Riley telling me that he's gonna put me in. I couldn't believe he told me he's going to put me in a crappy nursing home in Illinois.
You know, starring the Three Amigos, starring the two hosts.
I know, right? That's about where it's at.
I wish I had the other. We had another DJ, and I wish we still had him because he was great. He was awesome. He was hilarious. He was a shock jock.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do a show that was highly racist and highly inappropriate. And we, and I'm glad he asked me and Jim, hey, can I do this skit on my show? And both of us were like, no, dude, that is not our target. No, 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 we do not tolerate any form of racism whatsoever, whether it be a comedy skit or. So he actually got mad at us, saying, we say free speech and we say what you want, but at the same time, I say, say what you want, just don't be an asshole.
Right.
But he
Which
would
has
have
always
been
been
great
kind of the
for a
rule,
third.
Do what?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, guest host maybe.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
I might look into something like that. It's just in the music
Man,
industry, in this industry, Saturday night is a very difficult night to get guests.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Everybody
Well, because
is
the
out
music
doing
industry,
something.
I mean, Saturday nights is like your big concert night.
Yeah. Thursday,
So that
Friday,
makes it,
Saturday nights, I will never ask a band to do an interview on one of those 3 nights.
right. I mean, you know who I would love to get as a guest host? I'd love to start getting comedians.
I actually recently, I'm trying to see if I can get Pauly Shore for an interview.
Dude, just somebody that's going to have me rolling on the floor laughing where I can't even host a show because I'm laughing so hard. That would be great. And I'm not talking, there are certain people that are out there that make their living off of dick and fart jokes, and that's not what I want.
Right.
And I really don't need.
I mean, it's funny.
Like guest hosts.
Funny for a time, but it's.
I was going to say, I really don't want guest hosts that send pictures of their fecal matter to other people.
No, you know who I'm going to talk to, and I'm going to see about getting as a potential guest host for the show one night. My good friend Peter Sermon.
There you go.
Peter Sermon he's a guitar legend himself. He's worked with Prince. He lived at Paisley Park for a while. He's worked with Dio. He's worked with just so many different people. He actually gets his own booth every year at the NAMM show, the National Association of Music Merchants. He has his own line of guitars. See about bringing him to chat with us sometime.
That'd be cool. You know who I'd like to get as a guest host once? You're going to hate what I'm about to say, but I would love to have this person as a guest host. But there's some conditions.
I'd like to get only 3 names in radio you could say that would make me say nope.
Well, this is not radio, it's in politics, but I have a plan for it. I would like AOC in a string bikini. I would like AOC in a string bikini with a duct tape ball gag in her mouth to be a guest host.
Still,
I hate her politics, but my God, she's hot as hell. Oh, I'm hearing us again. I'm hearing our delay.
Bringing the show back to the Guitar Fest. Yes. I'll tell you what, dude.
Yeah.
I was on a video chat with Peter Sermon a while back. And he was walking through his studio, and he's got hundreds of guitars hanging in his studio. And he walked past a specific guitar that I said, stop right there, because I need to know how the fuck that guitar ended up hanging on your wall. Remember the Super Bowl that Prince played at? Remember the symbol-shaped guitar?
Yeah.
That guitar is hanging in Peter Sermon's studio. Prince gave it to him. He said, "Here you go, dude. You can have it."
Wow.
Huh? Like
I
I
would've
said,
been
him and
blown
Prince
away.
were really, really, really good friends.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is he straight up told me, I mean, I don't even like his music. It's not really my style. But as a musician all around, he was a very, very, very talented individual.
Oh, yes, he was. I mean, that's what a lot of people don't really realize or understand. I mean,
30 seconds.
We getting ready to go
not
live?
missing it this time.
All right. How many?
Yep. Let me do my thing real quick, and then we'll 15 seconds.
Okay, well, I mean, it's both of us doing our thing now.
Not even. Nope. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit zig Black Summer. Hold on, I gotta turn the volume down over here.
Yeah, we're getting a little back
I'm
feed.
not fucking going all stupid and hearing a really stupid echo. Out of here!
Oh shit!
Oh, let's see. We also had some Guar up in there. Sick of you. And because I am. Oh shit! What? Yeah, who doesn't like some fucking Guar? Should have actually played Have You Seen Me, but I just saw Sick of You and thought, well, since I can't play Psycho Sticks from the Heart, I'll play Guar, Sick of You, because we had a double dose of Psycho Stick to kick off the show as usual. A little bit of adulting, the thing that no one wants to do, and Danger Zone. Going out to our fearless leaders.
Wait, you're going Kenny Loggins on us here tonight?
No. Okay. So, and TJ don't know this yet, but the Asgard listeners out there do. Well, you know, I've talked about Slider being a combat veteran for the Army and the Battle of 73 Easting and all that stuff. But back in the day when he was in the Army, and I've seen pictures, I've seen the proof, Slider looked just like Goose. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Wait, did somebody say they can't hear me now,
sound.
or what? We're not broadcasting?
I can hear you perfect. I can't hear me. No, we're broadcasting. We're live. I just can't hear me.
Ladies and gentlemen on AsgardRadio.com, please remember to enjoy tonight's episode of Mayhem's Three Amigos, also known as Mayhem's Technical Difficulties, on AsgardRadio.com, where the gods go to rock.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I'm way too loud. All right. Now we can hear everything. No, I'm like listening, and I can barely. I'm listening on the stream to make sure everything's coming through and the sound's right.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm hearing the feedback.
Okay,
that's why I'm hearing
that down and put that down, because now I know. Now I know we can hear everything. Okay. No, I did not go Kenny Loggins. So back when he was in the Army, Slider looked just like Goose from Top Gun. Okay. So, in his honor, every show I start with Psycho Stick, Danger Zone, or Psycho Stick's Adulting, and then for Goose, I play Danger Zone. Except for Wednesday when I play Beer instead.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have beer. I love that song.
Wait. Of course.
I love beer from Psycho Stick.
Beer is good. And stuff. Dude, that's the first Psycho Stick song I ever heard. And I actually heard it on the Peoria rock station driving around Pontiac, and I started laughing so hard I almost wrecked my van.
Let's go drink some beer!
I was riding the curb. I was laughing so hard. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Little did I know. Little did I know, like 15 years later, I'm going to be sitting at a bar playing pool, and Matty Moose is going to come up and play a game of pool with me, and we become friends.
Well, I mean, as you know,
it was great.
I went to college, and I was a part of a fraternity, and that song literally reminds me of my fraternity. Yes, I went to college for this crap that I'll never make money at again. Yeah. I love broadcasting, but I'll never see another
Hey, that's
dime
how
from
college
it.
goes. That's the purpose of going to college, to get a degree,
So
in
you
a
can
field
be
you can
broke.
never land a job in.
You go and get a degree
Yes.
so you can be broke
Dude,
forever.
You know how many people I know that went to college that cannot find a job in the field they studied for?
Oh yeah, I mean I know a couple
my
right
nephew.
now.
My nephew, I love him to death, and he's family. And he went to college for geology, saying there's always going to be jobs, there's always going to be work, there's always a need for someone to study rocks and minerals and earth materials. I said, okay, cool, we'll see. He graduated college 2 years ago. He now works at the fun zone where they can jump on trampolines.
He works at the fun zone.
Doctorate.
I think your
in
cat is
geology.
interfering.
I don't know if it's a doctor.
Or it's a master's.
He's got something.
What? Yeah, cat's interfering. But he has like a master's in geology. Cannot find a job in his field.
So he's working with trampolines.
But yep. He's doing the rock climbing, making sure the kids don't fall.
I think
I couldn't do that
he
job. I'd be
needs-
holding rope praying. Come on, just fall, dude.
I mean, like, oh, I've got a movie review this week too. I do have a movie review for us this week.
I actually do have. I do have some ministry coming up in just a little bit. Adam wants some ministry, so we're going to get back to the music on Asgard, and we're going to keep talking over here on the Twitch after TV's movie review. What fucking movie do you want to review?
Dude, so my son and I went and we saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I can't give any spoilers. I'm going to say that their CGI and the work that they did with AI was absolutely amazing. I really could not tell the difference with what they had to do with that movie. And it is well worth your money to go see it. Lots of action, lots of suspense, throws you back, reminds you of the first three Raiders films and how great they were. And at the end of it, you're sitting there and you're going, this is the proper ending for Indiana Jones. This is how it should have ended when they did the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull fuck up. I highly recommend
I
it.
only seen the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls once.
I highly recommend that movie. Out of 10 beers, I give it an 8. Well worth the money spent. 2.5 hours. I did not have to pee once. It was that good.
Right on. See, I only seen the Crystal Skulls once. I was not a fan. I did not like it. I was not happy with it. I never needed to see it again. Shit. Okay.
But they actually,
this fucking piece of shit microphone.
They even addressed that. And a lot of things that they, well, in a way, yeah. And I will tell you that at the very end, I will give you this one spoiler. I'm going to give you this one spoiler. At the very end, Karen Allen did return. So Marion did come back. And at the very end, she said something about, well, I know what it's like when it hurts all over. Indy looks at her and goes, well, where doesn't it hurt? And she goes, here, and points at her elbow. And I'm going, yes! And I started cracking the fuck up. So we had to watch, when we got back, we had to watch the original Raiders of the Lost Ark. So Riley understood why I was so happy with that scene and why I was rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off.
Right. Yeah, that's... See, like I said, I only seen the Crystal Skulls once. Did not care for it. I think it ruined Indiana Jones for me. But
No.
that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen,
This
Adam
one-
wants us to get back to the music. He's yelling at me for some ministry. I do have ministry coming up, but first I got to say this because Gemini Syndrome is on tour. First day
Really?
of the tour, they get a flat tire. And if you guys,
Oh,
and if
hell
you guys have been
no.
listening and paying attention, it does really suck. But that's what our Asgard reimbursement program is for. And we're looking for donations or any way you guys out there want to help, buy our merch, whatever. So that way, come January 1st, when everything rolls over for the new year and we get this lifted off the ground, Gemini Syndrome can get their tire fixed on us. And it's our way, another way we're trying to help all of these bands.
Dude, that is an awesome program.
So,
you were describing it to
with
me
that
a
being
couple of
said-
weeks ago. And that program is such an
yes,
awesome
we are
program. I
now-
encourage everybody to chip in on that.
We are now a official 503 non-for-profit LLC. So any donation that you give to us is tax deductible on your end. And all the money goes back into the station, into the bands, everything a band would need, with the band reimbursement program. Also with the Asgard Connect, the little thing that Raven Black likes to call the Asgard bread and the Rockstar Bed and Breakfast. Place for
Nice.
the band to go and get a home cooked meal and a place to sleep on us. So anything,
you know
any way we
what?
can help, especially by playing their music. So Gemini Syndrome, here's Remember We Die on AsgardRadio.com where the gods go to rock.
Yeah. You know what? That gave me a great
And
idea.
then right after that, Adam, I got Ministry, their cover of Rolling Stones.
Now, Adam was trying to tell you, no, he studied music and ministry in school or in college. And he can't get a job singing in a band or running a board.
Oh, you studied ministry and
Like music ministry for
Okay.
religion.
oh,
You know,
oh, okay.
okay, now you're getting it.
Oops,
But
I
hey,
thought
it gives
you
you a
wanted
good
me to
reason to
play
play
some
some ministry. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now here's kind of the funny one though. Is like
Oh,
he brings that up, and I'm like, okay, my major was broadcasting, and then I had one minor in business and the other one in masturbation. So I mean, I really can't get a job doing anything in anything I studied.
I have a high school diploma, and after that, I have no formal education or training. I am a self-taught auto mechanic. I am a self-taught welder. I am a self-taught radio personnel.
Hey, I was
So,
very
mean,
self-taught in
I never
masturbation.
went to school for anything. Well, I mean, if you reach the age of 13 and don't know how to crank one out, you got issues.
You know, it's actually kind of funny that you say that. I'm going to actually pull the curtain
So,
back a little bit.
In the next,
I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit, and I'm actually going
in
to
the next
confess
couple
something.
weeks,
In the next couple of weeks, what's up? Oh, I catch him
I'm hoping
mid.
on my end,
Go ahead.
I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks on my end for the show that we'll be doing my end from a tattoo parlor.
Oh, that'd be cool as shit. That would be cool as shit. All right, I'm going to pull the curtain back
And
a
I'll
little
be
bit. And I'm
sitting
actually
there
going to...
getting inked up.
So I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. I'm actually going to confess something. And you're probably going to laugh at me.
Oh, shit.
And you're going to use it as like ammunition to make fun of me for like the rest of my life.
Right.
But oh well.
All right. Well, I am an ordained minister. I am an ordained minister, so tell me your sins, my son.
All right. So I didn't really date in high school or in junior high. And then here's kind of the kicker is I never really learned to crank one off until I was in the military in Germany. I was just so obsessed.
The hooker capital of the red light district capital of the world, and you're sitting in the barracks cranking one out?
Well, I wasn't really interested in catching a case of herpes. But no, it just one of them. Just one of them lonely nights. I cranked one off. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. And I didn't really even try. I didn't even really try until like I was over 18.
Exactly, Adam. This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for killing, and this is for fun. And I'll tell you what, since the first time my dick ever got hard, I've been trying to find a spot to stick it.
But I mean, seriously, I didn't really date. I didn't really, crank one off. Nothing. I mean, I was so focused on wanting to get to that next step that I didn't even care about it.
I think I can honestly say in my life I have never wasted a hard-on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've wasted a few. I don't anymore. But no, I never did. It was like, look, I wanted out of Illinois even back then. I wanted out of Illinois so bad I could taste it. And I was willing to do anything it took to get out of Illinois. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
And for some reason, it's like, well, I could crank one off or I could dig into my books and study. And I ended up digging into my books and studying because I was like, that's what's going to get me out of Illinois. That's my goal. Now, I mean, did I cause my fair share of trouble in school?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta get a release somewhere, right? But no, I mean, that was my primary focus, was just getting out of there. Like, there's a movie that I watched that they.
Shit.
What?
I didn't see that in the comments. April, if you're still tuned in, I'll play some Kenny Loggins for you. April, ladies and gentlemen, is our fantastic Monday night DJ. Oh my God, she kicks ass.
I did listen to her. I did listen to her this week.
Deep cuts. Deep cuts and B-sides is what her main thing. But also check out her band. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. She plays bass in a metal band too. April is a fucking badass.
April, I checked out your show this week. I listened to it. I loved it. You got a new fan. Absolutely awesome. I loved every minute of it. And I do love the B
can't help
cuts,
it,
man.
no.
I love the fact that she cranks up them B cuts because they're a lot of fun to listen to.
Like shit you haven't heard since the first time you listened to the album all the way through, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot that shit was on that album.
Yeah, I love it. You know, like one of the. If you take a look, let's go back to one of the most iconic albums of all time. You look at Pink Floyd, The Wall. Comfortably Numb was supposed to be a filler track. Paranoid was supposed to be a filler track. I mean, look at some of these iconic songs, and they were supposed to be fillers. That's it.
And then they came out and they said, nope, that's the single.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, I mean, The Chain, Fleetwood Mac, was, no, that one was a single, but.
Hold on, what one was it? Hold on. Was it The Chain? No.
Uh-oh. The Chain was on Rumors.
What was the one that they that was? Yeah, but what was the song that was about the love triangle?
I Go Your Own Way.
The one that thinks, yes, Go Your Own Way. Okay.
Go Your Own Way.
Stevie Nicks wrote that.
No.
And made Lindsey Buckingham play it on guitar as being a bitch.
No, it was Lindsey Buckingham that wrote that.
Lindsey Buckingham wrote that song, and then being a dick, made her sing it, and her comeback song didn't even make the album.
Right. Oh, you're gonna have to bear with me, folks. I have an itchy ear.
So yeah, as much as I be next.
Oh, and it's of course, it's the ear I need to use my headset.
Remember,
you know,
man with itchy butthole. Men with itchy butthole wake up with smelly finger.
Confucius say. Well, it's better than man with itchy butthole wake up with stained sheets. Ear, E-A-R, ear, Adam. It's not like I sat here and said I have an itchy wiener. And if I did say I had an itchy wiener, Chris would love that. He'd have 15 jokes lined up.
And it's me really, really have to look for this.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I'm trying to find this song for April. The thing is I actually, most of your radio station platforms run about 500 to 700 songs in their catalog.
Right.
My catalog, my library has 5 to 7,000 songs in it. So it's not always that easy to find what people are requesting.
Wait. So when I've got my studio set up and I start doing my shows on Asgard, then I'm going to have that library to play from?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome!
Are you having that bad of a delay? What?
Well, we've got about a 30-second delay.
What?
See, like I just heard you say what? Not delayed. I mean, I just waited a minute, but...
But yeah, I go out and I get my own music, though.
Ah, well.
Granted,
you're gonna send it to
I'll
me,
send
right?
you a bunch, but
Well, dude, I'll send you up a 4 terabyte hard drive. Just send it back, and then put everything on the hard drive. You know what I mean?
okay, yeah, like a little USB card.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
That's
You
what
want to
I do anyways. Just put all shit on USB cards.
here? I'm gonna stop my camera for a minute, and I'm gonna walk over and get something. But no, go ahead and keep talking. I can hear you.
Jackalope.
Yeah, he's
keep
still
all my
there,
music
man.
on USB cards. Ooh.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to send you. Let me turn the camera back on. You see this guy?
I missed the mark.
All right, you see this little guy here? I'm going to send you one of these.
Frozen up.
I'm frozen up?
I can't see nothing. You're frozen up.
Wow. Can't see me flip you the bird, nothing?
Nope. I see you sitting there with this weird expression on your face.
Oh, that's great. So I'm sitting here and I'm holding my Seagate
Like
external drive.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, there you're holding something up.
Okay, yeah, you see that?
Okay, now, what do we got here? A black square, yep.
This is the Mayhem drive. This is everything that we have done. Everything we have done since the show was restarted in 2016. This is the storage. I'm going to send you one of these. This is 4 terabytes. I'll send you one of these for the music.
Okay. All right.
And I'm very cautious with this. Actually, I should have brought it in here before. Now it's going into the gun cabinet.
Yeah. Hell of a delay.
Yeah, we do have a
music's
little bit of one.
A 2-minute delay.
We're at a 2-minute delay going out. Wow.
Well, no, I'm from Asgard to my broadcasting software. I'm at a 2-minute delay on the Asgard station.
Wow.
But then again, I'm running a lot more than I usually run right now.
Well, yeah, because we're running Twitch. We're running 2 YouTube feeds. We're running the Facebook feed. I mean, my God, we got... Don't worry. Look, like I said, once I've got my studio set up, we'll be able to start punching a lot of that through this StreamYard.
Right.
And then I'll be able to add you a lot easier. And then you can run this StreamYard as well.
I do need to upgrade a lot of stuff. I know I do got to get some stuff upgraded. But I don't like spending money on stuff.
Me either.
Even when I know I really, 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 dude, fucking, I get reimbursed for boots through my work. But my wife literally had to fucking twist my arm to make me spend $120 on a pair of boots. Because I'm like, I'm used to buying a $30, $40 pair of boots from Walmart, making them last as long as possible. I don't buy expensive shit.
There's my steel toes, man.
My car cost $500. I mean...
And you have been limping that limp dick through ever since. Look, there are certain things that you have to spend money on. Yeah, that's one of them you do.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, me, I don't buy anything. Did you miss the mark?
Yeah.
That gets us time shooting shit.
4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, one of the things is, like, you got to spend money on a place to live.
All right.
unless you live in the south end of Chicago, and then they'll pretty much give you that.
Well, I thought of an idea, and this is something that's going to help both myself and the station.
Okay.
Is I'm going to get a bunch of our shirts made up, and then
Okay.
I'm going to spend a couple of bucks getting a little merch tent made up, so I can go around to festivals and car shows and set up my merch tent and talk about the station and what all we do and sell shirts. And the shirts I sell, once the overhead is covered, all that profit goes back into the Asgard band reimbursement program.
Okay.
I just got to make sure the overhead's covered so I can re-up the shirts every time.
Right. I think we should start another fund as well. The Mayhem's 3 Amigos W&W Fund.
Whiskey and weed?
That's right. Hey, I got the perfect person that might be able to guest with us one night. I just realized this.
Who?
How can Marvin!
Marvin!
You remember Marvin?
See, and this whole time I've been sitting here. I remember Marvin, but this whole time I've been sitting here waiting for you to say Ray.
No. Nope. Ray and I we get along, we're talking. We had some stuff that came up, but we're in the process of burying the hatchet. I'm not going to say it's completely buried yet, but no. I'm extremely happy where things are at right now, where it's 100% completely autonomous.
Why would you want to bury a perfectly good hatchet?
Well, it ain't really perfectly good. It's really bloody, and it's been hacked up on stumps.
Hatchet, I keep it right here.
But no, hey, what I'm saying is we had some problems. We're in the process of fixing them. We are still getting along, or we are getting along again. We're talking. He was the one that actually filled me in on everything in Springfield when the power hit, and they lost all the power and everything. Him and Marvin both. But I really like. No, you didn't.
Got 6 stitches to the finger.
What did you do?
So we got this big giant saw for cutting metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to cut some metal, just some little spacer pieces. So I had the metal all set up, and I went to hit the button to close the vise, and I hit the wrong button, and I don't know how my hand got caught in the thing.
Owie!
But it did. And
dude, that is gnarly.
That's what I said. That's fucking gnarly. And the one kid that I work with, he's like, "Oh man, don't that hurt?" I'm just standing there like, "Shit, dude, I got to get back to work." I wrapped it up in a paper towel and threw some duct tape around it. I'm like, back to work. And we got a guy on site that works with us that EMT. And he's like, "No, you need to go get that looked at." And when he says you need to go get that looked at, all right, we're going to.
You better go get it looked at. Yeah.
So I go.
I'm gonna
6 stitches.
Where are we at on?
So this.
Where are we at time wise on our next drop?
Oh, I missed it. Oh shit, wrong one. Oops. Somehow it was supposed to be playing well, I missed the mark again, and it was walking, but somehow it ended up playing Save Me. Oh,
Oh wow, Jennifer. Just to address what you said, I'm not worried about how many. Well, I want to address one in the chat room. Jennifer, to address what you said, I'm not worried about how many viewers we've got live. I know that we pick up a lot during the week of different people that are going in and viewing it afterwards. We're just here to have a show and have fun. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not trying to get stressed out about it anymore. I just want to have fun and do a show. And Chris is one of the best people I ever did a show with.
Thank you.
So that's where we're at.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to also listen on Asgard Radio. TJ,
Right.
very soon here, once he gets his studio set up and tell me he's ready to go, is going to be doing the afternoon drive leading up to New Used Day with Slider and Throwback Thursday with Slider. And then I'm on, as you know, Whiskey Wednesday, Friday afternoon drive home, Saturday morning for what the fuck is Chris listening to this week. Used to be the top 20, but I got tired of playing the same shit every week, every show.
Right.
So it became, what is Chris listening to this week? Saturday Night Mayhem, and then Sunday Fun Day.
And everybody, I'm telling you what, the
tell I
Asgard
love
lineup.
broadcasting?
The Asgard lineup is just absolutely amazing, which is why I'm glad that with the help of Jim and with the help of Chris and everybody, we had the chance to finally get everything worked out where Mayhem was able to team forces with Asgard Radio and make this happen.
Paying attention. I'm paying attention.
I'm too broke to pay attention.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I have been fucking up, missing my mark. Shit.
This is what's happening when we're screwing around, right?
I've been fucking up and missing my mark. Pretty much, you know, we get to chatting and talking and bullshitting, and it happens. Oh, well. What are you gonna
Riley,
do?
my son wants to say hi to everybody out there in Asgard Radio Land. Hey, see him waving back there, dude? Look at this.
Well, give him a microphone. Tell him to say hi.
Well, we got the chat room already waving and saying hi, you know.
You can't fire me.
You can't fire me.
I was going to say,
because
get a microphone and tell him to say hi.
Oh, I can't, dude. I mean, I've only got my headset. But he's on Fortnite right now trying to start a whole war there.
Oh, shit.
But no, man, we've got people on the Mayhem side that's following the feed there that are all of them are going, well, where's all the viewers? Where's all the listeners? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, look, we're just having fun, man. I know there's a lot of people that'll catch it on the backside, and I'm okay with that.
That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah. Look, I just want to entertain people and have a good time doing it. I mean, we're not over here giving everybody advice on. We're not over here giving everybody advice on how to properly masturbate because everybody's got their own way to do it, you know?
Exactly. Oh, so I'm going to tell you all this one. I think I may have told TJ this one. The other day, my wife, I called her up while she's at work, and she says, "Careful what you say. You're on speakerphone." And then she looks to another girl she works with and says, "What time do you get off?" And I just yelled out, "When the middle finger hits the bean."
Oh, you did tell me about that. You did tell me about that. That was awesome, too.
Like, you still don't get it.
I'm very proud of you for doing that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were third one.
Oh, you're not fucking.
What? I thought I was serious. Ask them.
Hey, just so long as she's...
Oh, she can shut the fuck up. The look on her face says she's a goddamn liar. He knows exactly where it is.
Hey, you know what? At least she's not trying to shove something inside the outdoor, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you guys have been married, what? How long? Yeah, some people do. Now, you guys have been married for how long now? How many?
13 years we've been married. 13.
And you're not dead yet?
Don't you realize you can't kill me? People have
Oh, yeah,
tried.
you got married. Never mind. You got married. That's right. You can't die.
Yeah, I mean, at least not before her.
Wait, so is that kind of like, okay, everybody's seen the movie Gladiator by now, right?
Can I be honest and say no?
Yes, you can be honest and say
You
no.
know, I am not big on new movies.
Well, I know you hate Russell Crowe.
What? I can't. We're live.
Gladiator was back in like 01.
Okay, still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I may have seen bits and pieces of it.
But Russell Crowe was this Roman general, right? For the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And then he became a slave. And then he became a gladiator. But before the first attack in the movie, where he was still a general, he told his elite troops, he goes, remember, if you're walking in a field, you've just made it home because you're in Elysium and you're already dead. So I guess marriage is kind of like being in Elysium, isn't it? You're already dead.
Could be. But
you guys are going to learn that I'm a big movie nut.
We're going to. I am too when it comes to classic movies, especially in the John Hughes and Chris Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to go shut some dogs up, give a naked woman a towel, and we're going to get back to music with Honey Bunches of Death. Hail to helium.
Oh, boy.
On AsgardRadio.com with the Gods of Rock.
Did you hear Riley? Riley just screamed, "Hi, Asgard Radio!" Oh, I gotta love my kid, man. So yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you. All right. So I guess that means we're. I love it when this happens. I gotta do chores and I'm in the middle of broadcasting. Why? This is what happens when you are married, you have dogs, and you have responsibilities, and you still want to broadcast from your living room. But no, I'll tell you what, everybody, and I gotta agree with Ray on this. That really, honestly, the future of true broadcasting, it definitely is right here. I love what we do. I love how we do it. And I'm really happy to be working with Chris again. I mean, I go through the week, and I'm excited for Saturday nights. I'm looking forward to it because we get to do this show, and I get to have a blast and just bullshit about whatever shows up. And we sit here and we bullshit about it. We talk about it. We have a good time. And this is honestly what it used to be. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there are a lot of people they're absolutely correct that there was a lot of work that went into a show back when. There was a lot of work that went into putting a show together. But now, like, you get to pull the curtain back. You see us on video.
To go into it.
Yeah. But I mean, like I was telling everybody, like, now you get to pull the curtain back. You get to see everything behind the scenes. You get to see no, wait, you need to take the dogs out. And then somebody's got to run off of the show to take the dogs out. You know, you see the real personal side of it. And I really feel like this is the future of where broadcasting is going. And not so much of these corporate guys that are going to get they're not getting.
And for a while there, and I'm trying to get the market and the following back because for a while there, I had a really large following on Twitch.
Yeah, and I mean Twitch is a lot of fun.
It is, but the main thing is it's constantly being on social media, which I fucking hate.
See, that's one of the things I love about YouTube, where YouTube gives us a lot more freedom to do what we want. We're not dealing with the rules.
But we're still also being censored. I mean, there's certain things you can't say on YouTube, or like my channel is marked over 18.
Yes, so is mine.
I know that if I label it not for over 18, YouTube people are going to come in and and it's always a fight for me to post my shit too because I get copyrighted. And I have to fight with them and say, hey, we are a licensed radio station. We pay the ASCAP and the BMI fees. So I have permission to play all this music.
Right.
I mean, one of the things I cannot play music.
One of the things I can honestly say is, especially with the talk side, like with what we're doing now, it's really opened up that form of broadcasting, and it's made things move in the right direction where it's a lot easier to do. And right. I seriously do believe, here's kind of my vision. This is what I would love to see. I would love to see the return.
Hold on. Oh shit.
Did we get it?
No, I missed it. We gotta wait. No, I missed it. We gotta wait 5.5 minutes.
Okay. I would love to see the return.
And see, that's the most.
That's the most
difficult thing.
Yes, you're back timing and paying attention.
Especially for a station like this, in terrestrial radio. Your back time, yes, your back timing, your pre-recorded, all that shit. This is 100% live, so I actually have to watch the music and watch the time, and it's doing terrestrial radio is a lot fucking easier.
Unless you're doing it full on live like I used to.
Well, yeah, but my first radio experience ever, my first radio show that I ever did was in 1998. While I was a junior in high school, and I took radio classes, and we went to 99.5 KDAO, Marshalltown, Iowa, and wasn't out by the name Crazy Chris. For all of my shit back then, I went once a week, pre-recorded about 100 different things, and it drove me nuts because it took 6 hours of just standing there at a microphone, looking at a piece of paper and saying what was on that piece of paper. And then that was all the shows done for the week.
And it was all that voice tracking.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, for those of you that don't know, a pre-recorded show on terrestrial radio, it's called voice tracking. And voice tracking is a nightmare.
It is, but they actually did have permission, and they used my voice up until 2012 was when the thing for them having my voice on record ended.
Okay.
So up until 1998 to 2012, if you were driving through Marshalltown, Iowa, and you turned on the college rock station, you could hear me doing a station identification.
I think something happened on Fortnite. Or did you hear Riley in the other room? What the? No!
I heard.
Oh, he's yelling at it now.
No.
He's yelling at it now.
Oh, dude, my wife came in the other day and she said, "What are you doing?" I fucking piece of shit. And she's like, "Oh, you're playing Mario," and I was too. Oh,
hey, you know what I'm getting ready to order? You know what I'm getting ready to order? I'm going to throw you off. Guess what I'm getting ready to get?
What?
An old school Nintendo 64. And I'm getting GoldenEye. Like, I'm actually going to order the GoldenEye. I'm going to have the extra controllers. I'm going to get some of my friends over here after Riley heads back.
You don't need that. You got a computer?
Yeah, but I'm not going to waste my computers on that.
USB controller?
Yeah, but I'm not going to waste my computer on that.
SMDgames.com has them all.
But no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the original console and everything, and I'm going to get like 3 of my drunk buddies over here, and we're going to get drunk and play GoldenEye all night.
So, So I told you I wanted to get me a Softail, right?
Yeah. Where are we at before the drop?
I found one, and it's got the detachable. We're at a minute still, and it's got the detachable trike kit. So it's basically a Softail with training wheels.
Oh wow, really?
And I was like, dude, I would totally fucking rock a Softail with training wheels.
That's awesome.
Zero fucks given.
I'm going to be off the camera for a minute, but
people say, well, why the training wheels? Well, I wanted a trike, and it was the next best thing.
Right. Well, I mean, I would rather have the training wheels because then I could still lean a little bit.
Right. Yeah. And plus, I could fabricate something around the training wheels to make it a trunk.
Yeah. There you go. And then you can put a
Here we
cooler
go.
on there.
We're not missing it this time.
Hell no.
Yeah. I'm thinking of trunk for travel shit. Oh,
hell no, we won't go.
Gentlemen, oh, shit, let me go over here and turn this down real quick. A little bit of ginger for you. I also had Honey Bunches of Death, Jelly Roll, but I'm sorry, I meant to play Dead Man Walking. Somehow we ended up with Save Me.
Wait, so you played Jelly Roll
Kenny
instead
Loggins,
of like
The Danger Zone?
Dude, I'm gonna sit in my recliner for a little bit for a change.
Let's see. We also had some Kill Switch and Ministry.
Kill Switch
because I thought someone requested Ministry. Fuck yeah! I thought someone requested Ministry, but it turns out they went to college for Ministry.
Can I throw in a request that you're gonna load up some Kill Switch?
Well, we just played Kill Switch, but what do you want to hear?
Oh, I was thinking this Fire.
I can't play it right now, but I can play it after a little bit.
Hell yeah!
I can play it in about 30 minutes.
Cool. Hey, you know what? I'm going to show you something that's going to make you jealous. I'm going to need my light in my kitchen. Because I am cooking this tomorrow. I'm cooking this tomorrow. You ready?
You know, we're sitting here. Sure.
Here. All right. So here, check this out. Look at that.
He's trying to show me stuff, and I'm like, ooh. That's a nice looking pork loin that looks like her.
That ain't a pork loin, brother. That's a brisket.
Oh, it's a brisket.
It.
I don't know. I can't.
Look at it. That's the size. You can't even see my fingers. It is the size of my forearm.
Oh shit! Right on. There you go. I don't know. I can barely see. He's using a shitty Android camera.
Well, because I'm using the one facing me.
Hi. Hi.
But yeah, man. I mean, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Riley.
You need to make it fully go.
Riley is now yelling at everybody that's
Yeah, we're
playing
talking about all kinds
Fortnite
of
with
stuff
him.
here.
Everett. I'm playing with Everett.
Oh, okay.
It's me
But
with
they're having
Everett.
fun, and that's what counts. We're having fun listening to great music on
And Everett plays
AsgardRadio.com
Fortnite.
and talking a bunch of trash. And my son is
What's his handle?
well
on
here.
Fortnite?
I need.
Wait, what's Everett's handle on Fortnite?
Castle Crusher 4.
Castle Crusher 4. I may have fucked his mom.
No, CIR. But yeah, my boy's sitting here playing Fortnite,
shit,
and we're
ladies
having
and
fun.
gentlemen. You know, we got all kinds of shenanigans going on.
Bro, I fucking
We're talking, doing this stuff behind the scenes on the Twitch and on the Facebook. How it's kind of the new radio, the technology.
Yeah, it
and
really
all this
is.
shit, but you get to see behind the scenes, and you get to see, it's not really that simple. I actually do have to pay attention, and I miss my mark quite a bit, especially while doing the show here with TJ.
Oh yeah.
I'm focusing on 4 different monitors. And one of the monitors is a Palmer that does not have a dinger. And I can't play the live music in my ear while talking to TJ. Because then I also have the other going on. That's the delay music. And I can't listen to all of that at once. Maybe if it was just TJ and the music, it would be okay. But it's TJ, the music, and the music, that's too much.
See, doesn't it kind of makes you miss like when I was running everything, doesn't it?
It
When I
does.
had all the
But,
controls. Yeah, when I had all the
running.
I'm running the Mayhem side, but when I had like all the controls.
Stream, I'm running.
But when I had all the controls, I had it set up.
I'm running the Asgard side.
But you remember, like I had it set up where I could pay attention to everything. I knew what was going on. It was right there in front of me. And then I could go, okay, boom, 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 and we're on, and we did not miss our marks and everything else. So, and that's one of the things that worked.
You also really didn't have much music going on or none of that. Like, I'm playing music, and then we're going to talk a little bit after every couple of songs. I like to play blocks of music, at least 4 songs between times I talk. And it's not always easy watching that timer and hitting that mark. When I'm on with TJ, I like to do, maybe sometimes a little bit more because we get something going, we're talking, and it's something I'm like, hey, I want to talk about this on air on the radio, oh, we're talking, this stuff ain't easy. It's not the same as terrestrial radio, where you actually have something reminding you when to talk, or you pre-record your shit or whatever,
Right.
Doing a live format, it's not easy. And I've also TJ talking about doing live on sites. And I've done live on sites, and that's especially difficult because then you have to make sure you have a good signal. You got to make sure everything's working right. Your stream's working, your sound's working, everything's coming in. And, I'm actually watching on a backup monitor, and we got the Asgard music playing in the background. So I can make sure that all the listeners are getting to hear everything clearly.
I'll tell you what, the one that drove me nuts.
I can't afford a sound guy.
Right. Wait, that's going to be my job when my studio's set back up, right? Is to keep us on point.
Well, no, because I sit here and every now and again I reach over and play with the levels on my soundboard and just make sure everything is nice and clear, and the cat didn't jump up and bump a button.
So, all right. So the way I'm going to give you kind of a description of how my studio is getting set up. I am building an outbuilding that is 10. It's going to be about 12 by 14. And the first thing going in there is a corner desk. And there's a shelf unit for the corner desk. Monitor 1, monitor 2, monitor 3, monitor 4, and all of the hard drives lined up with my board and my microphone all right there, and my nice, big, executive, comfortable chair ready to go. You know what I mean? But all the monitors are going to be right there in front of me when we're doing the show, and my board will be right there where I can work with it.
Something kind of like this?
You're a little more spread out than the way I'm going to be. You're going, now that's the way I was when I was back in Illinois. Everything was side by side. Now it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, all right there in front of me in those shelves.
I want to do something like that, but as you can obviously see, I don't use monitors. I use TVs, and my TVs are just way too big. Because my laptops, I mean, my whole studio you see behind me is kind of a mess. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
couches,
I get that.
And that couch wraps around that whole side. So if fans want to come in and chill, or I actually passed out on that couch watching TV through the laptop last night.
Wait, do you remember how many beer bottle caps were all over the
passed out?
Do you remember the cup of beer bottle caps that we had in the old studio in Peoria?
I think so.
Yeah, remember the big gulp that was filled with just beer bottle caps? And then let's think about the next studio that I had where the beer bottle caps were just getting thrown over my shoulder. The beer bottle caps were just getting thrown over my shoulder on the floor. Dude, I finally swept that floor. I filled up a Walmart bag with beer bottle caps. And that was just the ones I was throwing over my shoulder while Chris and I were broadcasting. He said he loved it because he could always tell when I was getting ready to light a cigarette, he'd hear the Zippo snap shut. Or do you remember that?
Wait, huh? Sorry, I'm trying to get more music queued up. See, like I said, folks, there's a lot going on here.
Folks, we're trying to give you a great show, and we'll be able to... Chris is one of the best guys I've ever broadcasted with. I mean, I'm very honest about that. But the flip side of the coin is he's got a one-track mind, and he's got to focus on what he's doing, that was where we worked a little bit better when I was running the controls, because I can multitask and I know what we've got to do when and how to get it done. And mainly, Chris is an amazing broadcaster, and he tells me I'm a shitbag one, but hey, we have a lot of fun.
Well, but here I'm trying to look. Okay.
What are we looking for?
Just because I'm doing dumb. I have all. Okay. The way Sam this, I'm looking for a specific.
I love Sam.
I'm trying to look over here in the Sam where I should be looking over here where I know exactly where it's at in a specific folder, and I can just reach over here and grab it and pull it into the queue like that. Instead, I'm looking like an idiot trying to find it. And it's...
And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, make no mistakes about it.
Never gonna learn.
Make no mistakes about it. When I talk about my studio and how it was set up, Chris also remembers when I was doing this off of a laptop that crashed like every 30 minutes, and then I had to restart the son of a bitch to be able to do the show. And how much I had to build that studio up. And it took me years to get it to where it's at. Now, I'm actually getting ready to order a new board again. I'm going to get a new Behringer.
You know what? I've come to the conclusion that you're never done working on your studio. It's
Oh
always going to
fuck
be a
no.
work in progress because the technology's always going to change. Something's always going to get different or expand, or you're going to need something
Yeah.
different with your desk.
But like, okay, when I
Personally,
do
I
get
would
everything,
actually.
go ahead.
I really would love to have a custom built desk, uh, like straight up with my mixing board built into a spot in my desk and a spot where my laptops are kind of built in, my stereo, all my shit's just built into my desk. I would love
Right.
to have something custom like that. Now, I could do it myself, but it would look all kinds of jacked up. I'm not a professional when it comes to meticulous shit like that. I can roof a house, I can frame a house, I can build a house all day long, but when it comes to doing meticulous shit like that, I am not your guy. So
Welded.
option 2 is to find someone that could do it for me, and that would not be cheap.
No, because if I'm going to do it for you, I know how you are, and I'm building that damn thing out of steel, and I'm welding it. And then you're going to have to you're going to have to figure out how to get that fucker from Texas to Kentucky.
I would love. I was gonna say I would love to have a steel, like welded together metal, just badass, wicked looking desk. But how the fuck am I gonna move it? It's got to be something I can take apart and move.
Here's the other thing: is if I welded it together, I'm not just going to weld it. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to prime it. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to clear it. You will be able to wax your desk with turtle wax and bring it, or McGuire's, or Mother's, and bring a shine out of that desk, because I will put an automotive paint job on that desk, and it'd be a custom paint.
I did that at work. Fucking one day I got bored, and where I first was stationed at, I was like, you know what? I need a table or something to put a radio on and shit back here. So one day, fucking, I stayed late and clocked out and started welding something up, and actually came up with a giant fucking desk back there in the corner that's got all kinds of little cubbies for holding various things and shit. And
is that where you hide your weed at work?
I don't take weed to work.
Oh, that where you hide your beer at work?
Don't drink on the job either. I'm not a drinker, especially not some beer.
Is that where you hide your porn at work?
Although I've said it once and I've said it a million times. I'll tell you what, I did have a couple of guitars stashed back in that corner.
Okay.
But, like, straight up. Okay. The place I work for, we have about 50 employees.
Right.
There's probably 24 guitars just laying around the place. And with 50 employees, there's probably maybe 90 firearms on the property.
Nice. There should always be more firearms than employees. These
guys, they don't care. They fucking... Nope. Well, the one guy, fucking, he comes in, and the first thing he does is takes his 45 out of his waistband and puts it in his toolbox. Like, and he's sitting there. He has that thing handy right there all day long.
Not a bad idea.
No, and he's cool as hell. I'll walk over there and just pick it up, start looking at it. Hey, this is a different one you got today. What you got here?
I'll tell you what.
He knows I ain't going to shoot him.
Now, here's kind of the thing. It's like everybody knows that I'm a truck driver. That's my trade. That's what I do. And I remember working for a company, and they went out and they inspected the trucks. And then I drove into work, and I got there. I'm getting ready to get in my truck, and they go, hey, come back in here in my office real quick. So I do. And my boss throws like 10 magazines down on his desk, and he goes, hey, man, Pornhub is cheaper. And I'm going, that's my sleeper. What were you doing going through there? He goes, well, we didn't think we'd find that. Well, what? I like Lesbians Gone Wild. Leave me alone. Well, why are you watching that? I said, easy. I don't have to see Wiener.
Why pay for Pornhub when... Dude, there's so many free sites. You don't have to pay for porn anymore. It is free.
Dude, you remember when...
As long as you have an internet connection,
you've got porn. I think I just got an idea for a new movie. You've got porn. What do we got coming up for the Asgard listeners?
All right. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. This is
well, that was a harsh one. I didn't know weed came with a bone in it that you could choke on.
So the other day, me and a friend of mine, we went up to the dispensary. If you follow me on Facebook, you know on Thursday, the wife didn't want to hang out with me, so I spent the day with the girlfriend.
Wait a minute, this is new.
We went to the dispensary up in Illinois. And so
we're going to discuss this when we go back to you and me just talking and we're not on Asgard crunched on time.
We're smoking a pen. And she's like, yeah, I'm just trying to hit it. I says, well, then you ain't doing it right if you're not trying to cough. You know what? I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of just a joke. She's actually married and I'm married, but we joke around that Rhonda's my girlfriend. And she works in the deli at the grocery store with my wife. Us going on a date is us going up to the dispensary and back and having a smoke and listening to tunes along the way. But it's fun because I get to do all my parodies in the car that my wife hates that I do to the radio and all that other good shit. What do we got coming up on Asgard? I'll tell you what we got coming up. Rob Zombie, Falling in Reverse, I Prevail, and Shine Down, kicking it off with Devil Driver's take on the AWOL Nation hit, Sail. And I can't hear this song anymore without seeing a bunch of bodies just crowd surfing down during it.
Nice.
Here it is on AsgardRadio.com where the gods go to rock. All right.
I was going to say, when did your wife allow you to have a girlfriend? Because she would have killed you years ago for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when she started working at the grocery store, all the people at the grocery store, they fucking love me. Because
big shock.
For a little bit in Illinois, before I met you, before I worked at the truck stop, I actually worked at the grocery store in Dwight.
Right.
And
you told me about that.
I go in the grocery store here, and they know I used to work at the grocery store in Dwight. I used to work at the grocery store up in Iowa. And so fucking, I'll go in there and I'll just start bagging groceries if they need help bagging groceries, or stocking shelves if they need help stocking shelves. I mean,
Right.
getting in carts from the parking lot. I bring in carts every time I go there. Always go in with just a fucking 5, 6 carts dragged behind me. The one girl one day, she's like, "Well, he's gonna be my boyfriend." And I was like, "Okay, whatever."
Well, something about you being a green grocer just kind of shocks me.
What do you mean a green
You know what
grocer?
I mean? Like you're the happy grocer. It's like, what the fuck? No. I mean, I could see you being the guy that I could see you being the guy at the grocery store going, "Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to hell. Get your shit. Get the fuck out."
Oh, we were talking about that the other day. I'd love to be a Walmart greeter and take me all of 20 minutes to get fired. First sweaty guy to come in, deodorant, aisle 5.
God. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I could never make it as a Walmart
right
greeter.
next to it.
I could never make it as a Walmart greeter.
Like, dude. No, it'd take me all of 10 minutes to get fired. But
you think it'd take you 10? Boy, you're really giving yourself credit.
I'll be wearing this bandana. I'll be totally forgetting that I'm wearing this bandana, and I'll just be standing there bagging groceries like fucking I work there. Wearing my Bruco shirt actually looks like it's almost the same color blue, and it's got my name on it and shit.
Oh God. So it literally looks like you work there already.
Pretty much. And
oh my God.
Be standing there, or I'll be sitting in the back fucking I'll be sitting in the back in the office watching the cameras, and they'll be like, "Hey, can I get someone to come up here and bag groceries?" And 30 seconds later, I show up. What's up?
You're fired. Dude, I don't think I could. I did
a job. I got one at the grocery store.
I'm going to be honest, man. I did work at Walmart for a while. I don't think I'll ever be invited back.
So I didn't work for Walmart, but for a while years ago I delivered newspapers.
Oh,
and
man.
One of the routes I had, took me to all the area businesses, and I had to go to Walmart, and I had to go in through Walmart as a vendor. So I go back through the delivery door, and this was stupid because I could have just went in through the front door, grabbed my papers, fucking restocked them, went back out to my car, and been on my way. But no, I gotta go in through the back door. I gotta sign in. I gotta grab a little Walmart badge that says vendor on it, and then I gotta walk all the way across to the front of the store, get the old papers, put the new ones up, and then walk all the way back. Well, one day, I'm going through and some guy, "Hey, where's so-and-so at?" And I says, "I don't know. I don't work here." He says, "Well, you got a Walmart badge on it." And I says, "Yeah, my name is Vendor. Have a good day, bud." "Oh, I'm talking to your manager." I said, "Go ahead. Find him. See ya." And just took off.
Man, all right, so I got to ask you a really dumb but funny question. All right, so this is something you haven't seen yet. Take a look at that.
Yeah, your little man bun.
What?
My hair's getting longer again, right? Dude, I'm always pulling hair out, and I've got like a handful of hair. Does that ever stop? It's like I'm like, God, am I going bald?
No, it never stops.
All right. Well, I'm asking you because you've got long hair.
I don't know what you got there going on, but
Hang on. You're gonna have to look at my lap a minute.
Who are you? What did you do like that?
holy shit, the '90s called. They want the Kurt Cobain look back.
I know, right? Isn't it awesome? Come as you are. Oh, man.
There we go.
Yeah, the scary one is when I see it.
The midgets.
See, the scary one is when I've got a decent girl walking in front of me and I'm like, rape me.
Hey, you know what has more brains than Kurt Cobain? The wall behind him.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Ah. That is a horrible joke. What?
People on Halloween one year. I pissed.
You want a sip of my Crown and Coke?
Yeah.
You hear this kid?
What? You don't remember at reunion?
He wants me to make him
Give
a
it
delinquent and
to
give him
him.
a sip of my Crown and Coke. Here you go.
That's just called good parenting. So a few years back, for Halloween, I put on a pair of like baggy ripped jeans,
Yeah.
flannel shirt, fucking had a big red spot in my goatee and then a big red spot on the back of my head. People are like, "What are you supposed to be, Kurt Cobain?"
God, man, why do you hate on Nirvana so much? I've never understood that.
I think they're overrated.
Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. Think about it.
Granted, they influenced the generation.
Now, I was going to say that they were the godfathers of grunge rock. That they really did. If you're honest about it, they really did. They initiated the grunge rock start.
Grunge was really.
And they brought grunge.
Grunge started with punk.
Well, punk was the start of it, but they brought grunge more to that mainstream.
That's what I'm saying. They took punk music and put a little bit of twist on it and made it grunge. And I just, because everyone was stuck listening to their Nirvana, and that's all that mainstream radio was playing in '90s. There was so much good that was missed out on. I think. In my opinion, Kurt Cobain was a whiny little drug addict.
Well, let's see. I mean, what was it? In '91, Bleach dropped from Nirvana.
What the heck?
But let's face it, that was also in '91 was also the same year that No More Tears from Ozzy dropped. No More Tears being one of the best albums of that year. You know what I mean? So people who really paid attention to the music, didn't miss the good shit that came out. I think Nirvana really hit it with Nevermind when that album dropped, although that was probably the worst album cover ever.
No.
But yeah, but they never really had that third album. You know what I mean? There's a
In
lot of people that
Utero,
hate Linkin Park.
Hello in Utero had All Apologies on it.
Yeah. Say they never really had that third
I don't
album
know. I
that
just
hit.
like that. It did, but it didn't. I mean, but also I think if Kurt Cobain wouldn't have died, David Grohl never would have became the musician he's become.
No. No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like I said, I think their music was overrated and overplayed. I don't think there was nothing special about it other than it was something that we hadn't heard before, and it brought a new and different sound out of Seattle, and it put Seattle on the map.
Well, I mean, that was kind of what I was getting at. It was fresh for the time. And if you think back, because we were both alive then, it was fresh for the time. It was something new. And that's why it got overplayed, because nobody else was doing it yet. I think if Nirvana and Pearl Jam and would have hit at the same time, we would be talking a very different scenario.
Right. I mean, I think Eddie Vedder was a very talented musician. Chris
Yeah,
Cornell,
absolutely. Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of bands in the grunge scene that you really didn't hear much from, but like Mudhoney or Screaming Trees.
Yeah.
Even the Butthole Surfers.
Yep. But you get what I'm saying. Now, you take a look and you go, you fast forward 10 years. But you fast forward 10 years and you look 10 years later, you had two bands that hit at the same time. On one, and they were kind of developing the rap rock genre. Okay? And on one hand, you had Linkin Park, and on the other hand, you had Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit was a lot more edgy.
The new metal.
Right, that's what they were trying to call it. It was never metal. Limp Bizkit was a lot more edgy with their lyrics.
Limp Bizkit. Well, and also they performed Woodstock '99, and when they were asked to calm the crowd down, what does Fred Durst do?
They pumped them up more.
Stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, you know, when you look at that,
Fred
those
Durst
two hit at the
to this day. Back then, he was attacking. Yeah.
But back then, you had those two hit about the same time, and Kid Rock was hitting at that time too. And like there are certain things from Limp Bizkit that I can listen to.
Kid Rock is a multi-genre, all over the map artist.
Right. Yes, he is.
Oh shit!
But you know what I'm saying? It's like I can listen to certain things across there from Limp Bizkit, but Linkin Park and Chester Bennington and what they did, that one really captured my attention, and I listened to them. Now their later stuff, I'm like, eh. But Hybrid Theory, and then that second album.
And here we go. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit zombified. Hold on, let me. TJ's got a bit late. I don't think you can hear what's going on over here.
Raggy.
That's okay, because we're just talking, you know, like he asked me why I, rip on Nirvana so much, and I just think they're, just too overrated. And now we're kind of talking about the new metal and the Limp Bizkit and the Linkin Park wars. And yeah, Limp Bizkit was more raw, a little more hardcore, but at the same time, look who's still making music, and just look who's still hitting the charts even after their lead singer's death.
Lincoln Park.
I mean, Chester Bennington died, and Linkin Park gets a song on the top 40, like, what, 2 weeks later?
Something like that, yeah. And on the Mayhem side, everybody, thank you for tuning in, but we're going to end the Mayhem broadcast right now. So everybody have a good night. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you then. We'll see you next week.